Family, how y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on, fam? Ooh. Family, what's going on? How y'all doing? Oh man, turn this off. Oh man. Yo, family, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We're gonna start. I'm gonna try to start at 10, so we can, like we said, we're gonna try to start at 10. What's going on, y'all? Peace and love, y'all. Family, how y'all doing? What's going on? We're gonna start at 10. We're gonna start at 10, y'all. Get y'all, get y'all questions. What's going on? What's going on, family? Talk to you for like a good 30. We're gonna talk for like a good 30 minutes, y'all. Tell y'all what's new. Tell y'all what the plan is. Oh boy. Texas got so many mosquitoes, family. What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going on? Family, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? What y'all doing this evening? Give it, I'm gonna give it to 10 o'clock, family. Or probably, yeah. I'm gonna try to get to like 3 minutes if we're gonna start or something like that. How y'all doing? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Shalom, shalom. I'm about to talk about all of that. What all do you need for higher credit approvals? I'm actually gonna I'm gonna respond to that. I like that question. Perfect question. Once it get 10 o'clock, we're gonna go ahead and talk. I just want a lot of people to get in just so they can hear this and everything. So just give it to 10 o'clock, family. We're gonna talk tonight. What's good, black man? How you doing? How you doing, fam? Peace and love, y'all. What's going on? Um, at 10 o'clock, we're gonna start. We're gonna start at 10 o'clock. 1 second, family. Peace and love, everybody. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? What's going on, family? What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling? What y'all been working on? What's been the plans? What everybody been doing? Talk to me. What everybody been up to? How y'all been prospering? What y'all been learning and everything like that. All right, under 1 minute. Under 1 minute, family. At 10 o'clock, we're gonna start. We're gonna start at 10 o'clock. Okay, family, just shoot me a text, 224-463-1848. Again, it is 224-463-1848. 10 o'clock, we're gonna start. We're gonna start. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, we're gonna start in a couple seconds, family. In a couple seconds, we're gonna start. I have 6 new accounts. That's 4 months. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, family, how y'all doing? Good evening, everybody. So tonight we're gonna be pretty much talking about, business credit, right? And so this bit, this pretty much gonna be a business shortcut of like business credit, right? So I know I've been hearing a lot of people talk about business credit, credit cards, and how to build a business credit score. So usually Most people back then, they used to build business credit by using net 30s, like, you know, Quill, Granger, Uline. Those would be like some of the trade lines for the net 30s, right? Now, there's a way you can cut through the net 30s, and pretty much this is when you add the commercial accounts and everything like that, right? And so I got one person, he texts, he said, what all you need for high approvals? I'm actually about to respond to that, but let me just explain it a little bit. So one of the shortcuts that you can cut by using, like, all of the net 30s and everything like that is usually just by applying for commercial business credit cards, right? Now, most of the time, if you got fair to decent credit, you might not be in the worst position to apply for certain commercial credit cards, right? So for me, my personal credit is good, but then I decided to go a step further and applying for like business commercial credit cards, right? So I was on this website, so I'm looking, I'm analyzing everything. I'm trying to figure out, okay, where can I first go to get some credit, right? So I looked at this site. It's called Lowe's, right? Lowe's give business commercial credit cards. So the night I went on Lowe's, I went to their website. I applied for a Lowe's credit card, commercial credit card, instantly approved. Got a commercial revolving card. So you know me, being greedy, I said okay, and I end up seeing no, the first one was a business advantage card. The second one was a commercial revolving card. Those are two different types of cards that they give you at Lowe's. And so I applied for that. So they didn't instantly approve me, so I ended up calling in to verify everything. I verified my information. I verified my business tax ID and stuff like that. Couple of seconds go past. They said, congratulations, you are approved. They said, here go your credit limit, right? The credit limit wasn't all of that. One credit limit is 2,000, the other one is 1,000. I'm not worried about that. Credit increase is extremely easy to get, right? And I'm going to explain to y'all how it works. I'm going to explain to y'all how that worked later on in this video, right? So, let me show y'all real quick. Okay. All right, let me show y'all some. So, these are two different commercial cards right here. Gotta cover the card. I gotta cover the card number, family. All these trolls and stuff like that. How do I? So, this is it right here. So okay, so look at it like this, right? So one is a Lowe's Advantage card. The other one is a Pros card, right? So these would be commercial revolving accounts for the business credit cards. And these are good to have because now I went ahead and applied for the Amex card. Now they consider me for the business Amex card for the Lowe's. Those credit cards go to like 75,000. You can find some even with the limit of 100,000. I seen this dude, he had a credit limit of 50,000, right? So as far as that, those are easy to obtain once you put your hands on a commercial revolving card. And remind you, this ain't the only card you can get. You can go to Lowe's and apply for a Lowe's business credit card. You can go to what else? Walmart business credit card. You can go to Costco, search up Costco business credit card. And by the time you look back, you'll have 10, 20 business credit cards, right? Those are all considered trade lines, right? Now, unlike personal credit, business credit is much different. And I'm gonna tell you the difference is you can finesse the business side more than the personal side is because most of the time, well, when dealing with business credit or business trade lines or credit increases, they go off of most companies goes off of projected income. So when a company say how much do you net gross a year, or how much do you plan on making within the first 2 years or so, this most of the time is based off your projected income. Because most of the time you can be making 50, 60,000, right? You could be making 50, $60,000 a year. But if you was able to get a 50, $60,000 credit card, some people might adjust their income, and let's just say if the income get adjusted, then they might say the business is projected to make $250,000, right? So now, since they going off your adjusted income, if you was able to get the line of credit, then they increase it to the amount that you desire, right? And so many people are asking me, Okay, how long do it take to build business credit? You could build business credit in 60 days, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. To get a this is the most craziest stuff though, but it's true. It's harder to get a personal credit card than it is to get a business credit card because you can have good credit and you can get denied for a personal credit card. You can have good credit and you can get approved for a business credit card because most of the time the business side has way more credit products than a personal side because most people who deal with the person, it's more consumers than it is business owners, right? So there's a lot of line of credit. There's a lot of credit cards. There's a lot of loan options for business owners. Now, many people will come to me and say, man, I'm getting denied left to right. I'm getting denied left to right. That's because you never established real credit, right, on the personal and the business side. That's why it's very good to structure up everything. You want to structure up your LLC, you want to structure up your corporation, but the main thing you want to structure up is your real social. You really want to structure up that number, right? Whether you're using a social under your personal credit profile or EIN, I use both of them. I got a revolving accounts for both of them. I got a Home Depot card under my EIN number that I established personally, and I got a Lowe's card under my personal, right? So I hit both sides. And one of the things that when you put yourself in that position, the Lowe's is just a start, right? Then you go over to the next company. What else you go? You go to Menards. You go to Home Depot. Home Depot got 3, 4 credit cards. No, 5, 6 credit cards on the business side. Then you get to those big banks like Amex and you get through Amex, you really win because then you go over to Chase, then you go to Barclays. Then you start touching so much business credit. And then some people do something called business credit stacking. Business credit stacking is much more easier than getting traditional loans because you can put yourself in a position to get a $50,000, $60,000 line of credit on a credit card versus getting a loan. So getting a loan, more documentation, more tighter lending requirements, more thorough check. Like it's very hard to get one if all of your documentation ain't in order. You don't gotta have nothing in order to get a business credit card. This is the only thing that stopped business owners, right? And I brought it up plenty of times. And anytime we're talking about credit, I have to bring it up. If you have a LLC or if you have a corporation, always, always make sure you have a POS system. And the POS system will almost be treated pretty much like you'll be treating your credit card like loans. Because if you got all of these credit cards, it's always easy to get the cash off of it and use however much you want, right? So if you need 5,000, you get 5,000. If you need 17,000, you can get 17,000. Now, most of the credit card POS systems go $10,000 a transaction. So you can divide the transaction. So if you're taking out 17,000, one transaction could be for 9, another transaction could be for 8. That's 17,000. They take a 3% fee. 3% of 17,000 is 170 times 3. Ooh, ain't that about 5 something, right? They just say you out of pocket 5 something, right? So you out of pocket 500 and something, right? So if you out of pocket 500 and something dollars, that will be the 3% fee that will be charged on your credit card, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. After 6 months, if you don't pay it in full, that's when they charge interest. But if you end up paying the full $17,000 back before 6 months, you never acquire interest. So the whole time you take 17,000 off your cards, you use it for a business investment, and you go ahead and pay it back, right? And so that's the same thing, right? And then on top of that, on the business side, you don't have to worry about credit utilization like it is on the personal side. You can max out your business credit cards without you being affected. You can max out a business credit card and go get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more credit cards. As long as you building up your business side, as long as you strengthen up that profile, I would suggest this. You ain't never even got to touch personal credit. You ain't never even got to touch a personal credit card. You ain't even got to deal with personal loans if you want to go on the business side. Remember, the business side is the easiest to build, but it still requires a good credit profile on the personal side. And I know many people want to avoid the personal side, but these are not the days. There's only so many banks that only accept commercial credit, meaning only EIN. It's only so many companies. And most people want that liquid cash too, like credit cards and all that stuff. And remember, Lowe's credit cards, you only can spend at Lowe's. unless you get a Lowe's Amex card where you can spend it everywhere, right? That's what I'm going towards, the Lowe's Amex card. So since I got the Lowe's card, my goal is to pay them back every single month and get way more credit cards, even 20 credit cards in 1 month. They ain't gonna hurt nobody. 30 credit cards in 1 month. Now, we gonna go to this point. Oh, all these flies. All right, okay. Some people might ask how to get a credit limit increase. What do I need to get a credit limit increase, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Okay, let's just say you got a credit card at Amex, right? Let's say if you got a Lowe's credit card at Amex and the limit is $4,000, right? You want to get the limit at 30,000, right? Let's just say you want to get it at 30,000. This is what you do. Make sure that you are in a low risk industry. A low risk industry would be like something like being a mechanic or, being something low risk, not a restaurant or anything like that. Something that's high in demand, but it's that's a good industry, not an industry where everybody into and everybody losing money, like trucking and all of that stuff. Those are high risk industries. Most banks don't even care about those industries, right? But let's just say if you in something like being a welder or something like that, right? So being a welder is a low risk industry. So let's just say you're a welder and you might say you just contact the bank, right? But make sure that your balance, like make sure that you carry over no major balance. So if you got a $4,000 limit, you better at least have $3,000 in available credit before you can even talk credit increase. But let's just say if you got $3,000 in available credit, but you got a $4,000 limit, you call the bank and you say, hey, now me and the company, we are trying to purchase this machine right now. You got to know the machine name. We try to purchase this machine for the company, and we also need this amount of inventory. The inventory is costing us approximately $39,400. Can we send you guys the invoice? Because our company trying to get a credit increase of the amount of $50,000, right? Now, invoices, you can easily go to Alibaba, you can go to any Chinese supplier and ask them for a commercial invoice on whatever you talking about, right? It could be anything, right? Depending on what industry you in. And so once they write you up an invoice, you can send it to Amex, right? Most of the time, Amex, Chase don't even ask for it. Now, when you talk to the banker, you can say, hey, I'm really trying to get it at 50,000. Okay, they're gonna contact you. I mean, they ain't gonna contact you. They're gonna say, give us a moment. They're gonna look through your entire credit report right now. They're gonna run a soft inquiry. They're not gonna run a hard one, right? So by them running a soft inquiry and not a hard one, they're gonna see your payment history. They're gonna see the amount of debt that you took on. They're gonna see everything, right? If the payment history A1, you've been with them for a decent amount of time, 6 months and better. And so then they look at your profile. You don't even got to be with them 6 months or better. You can be with them a month. You got strong credit history on the personal side. You don't got to worry about how long you've been with them, right? They see your profile. They see how long you've been in business. Your business credit is good. You got no derogatories. First thing they're going to say, okay, we can't give you the 50,000. We can give you 20,000, right? Okay, 20,000. Dang, oh wow, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, right? Now, this is what you do. You spend half of that 20,000 within the first couple months, and make sure when you spend it, you make sure you put the money back on, just so they know that you actually used up the amount of credit that you got extended. And by you using up the credit and you paying the credit back, that make your profile even stronger. So now you go back and ask them, hey, I want a credit increase. And the same thing goes. So use the same thing that I just explained earlier with the invoice and ask them for a higher increase. So you're going this time, instead of 50, you might say the company needs 60,000. Here's the updated invoice. Now they might say, okay, we can't give you 60, but we can give you 35. So now you're just climbing up the ladder with the credit increases. And that's what I did with Chase. I went from 3,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 10,000, no, to 11,000, 11, no, 10,000, 10,500 to 15,000. I went to 15,000 to 22,000. I went from 22,000 to 27,500. That's it. That was a lot of credit increases. So 3 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 22, 22, 27. That's it. Anybody can do that. And so then once you with them, let's just say 3, 4 months, you bring that car limit up to 35,000. Guess what it's time to do now? Apply for another credit card. So once you apply for another business credit card, make sure that you contact Experian, Equifax, whichever credit bureau that they ran from. make sure you get that inquiry deleted. So when they come back and check your credit again for, let's just say, for another business credit card, you already been with them 3-4 months. Now you ask them for a credit card, they're gonna start you off with a limit of minimum 20,000 because you already got a credit card with them at 35. So they don't care about giving you a 20,000. They don't care about giving you a $20,000 limit. So they end up giving you a $20,000 limit. Then you go back and do the same thing and try to get that increase. So if you can get that 20, you can get that to 40. So if you can get $20,000 to 40, now you got one card at 40, now you got one card at 35, that's $75,000. And this is only on under one company. And then remind you, this is also building your credit. So this on the business side. So now you got this business credit card 35,000, you got this business credit card 40,000. Now you got real good business credit. You've been paying on it 2-3 months, 4 months, however long you've been paying on it. And now you got a strong profile on the business side, right? So is this time to get everything yet? No, not yet. That's when you will go to other companies. Don't limit yourself. Don't let these banks make you limit yourself. You get into other relationships. PNC. PNC offer $30,000 credit cards. BMO Harris. And this is when you get to the banks. So the first people I was mentioning with Lowe's and stuff like that, those are in-store commercial revolving accounts for the business. The other one's dealing with strictly credit cards. The credit cards is way better, but there's other things you can do with a Lowe's credit card. It's a lot you can do with a Home Depot commercial credit card. You know, if you're a builder, if you want to buy, you can go on their website and buy a UTV, and you get the UTV. You can rent the UTV out for $100 a day. The UTV is about $8,000-9,000, right? So you can make some money with that. I can see you making some money with that, depending on if you even want that. You know, it's just up to you if you want that. And that's just solely the in-store credit. But the real actual credit cards like BMO Harris, you looking at Navy. Navy is a good option. What else? What's a good option? Chase. They got some of the best business credit cards. But before you even get to the major one, I would say Barclays is the major business credit cards, but you got to have some real credit going with Barclays. Barclays is inquiry sensitive, negative account sensitive, late payment sensitive, everything sensitive with them. You got to have top tier credit to get with them because when they approve you, Barclays coming with real credit. They're not coming with $5,000, $2,000 business credit cards. They come with $50,000, $100,000 credit cards. So you're talking about real lenders like Amex Platinum Card. You got people out there with $400,000 available credit limits, like real credit lines, but you got to strengthen the personal side. Once you strengthen the personal side, that's when the business side can get in. Because all of that net 30, you can skip past the, like me with the Lowe's card, I skipped past the net 30s and just applied for the Lowe's card and got approved. And once I got approved for that, I got commercial credit. Now I already had business credit prior to me even getting the Lowe's because I already had this corporation for over 2 years. So I got phones already under this account without even using my social, right? But getting those cards on my credit, it only helps my credit. It don't hurt my credit at all. And I just took the inquiries off and my credit just shot up again, right? So that's cool. But now you want to keep going. You want to just sit down and attack everything. You can attack Menards, Ace Hardware. What else? Like I said, Costco's. What else? Sam's Club, Walmart, Best Buy, business credit cards. Come on, I forgot about that. Go to Best Buy. You can get an in-store Best Buy account. You can get approved for $20,000, strictly commercial credit on the Best Buy, right? You can go to Sony. You can go to Dell. You can go to Microsoft. You can go to, what's some more companies? Let me think about some more. It's a whole lot of companies that give out real business line of credit. And if you choose to sell the inventory just to get the liquid cash and pay them back, that's cool too. Because everybody got their strategy. One thing about it is, if that's your strategy to make liquid cash, that's up to you. I just want to show you how to put yourself in a position to get it. Remember, you got to have good credit. You can't have no late payments and all that stuff. That's why I always tell people, you need to understand credit criteria and what these banks look at. I'm going to be honest with you. Getting business credit is way more easier, in my opinion, because most of the consumer cards, consumer loans is very hard to get versus credit cards, business credit cards. There's people out there with excellent credit and barely can get a $10,000 limit on a personal card. And there's people with fair credit that can get $30,000, $40,000 business credit cards. So if you ask me, I'm on the business side all day. Now I know how to use the personal side like like a certain way to finance and fund the business, right? I do, but it just depends on the banking institution because every bank is not sweet like Navy Federal. Everybody want Navy Federal results, and every bank is not like that. I know banks that's better than Navy Federal, but to get with them, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? Not to get off topic, but I'm going to another bank, right? Now this other bank is about to give me a membership, but I gotta take a flight out to Maryland, right? It's all the way in Maryland. And it's right by DC, and it's called NASA Federal Credit Union. NASA is one of the like like I would pay them $1,000 to get an account with them. They killing Navy Federal. Navy Federal don't have NASA. They don't even. They not even on the crumb when it comes to NASA. I know banks way better than Navy Federal, but they harder to get into Navy Federal. Meaning like they kind of prestige like you. It's kind of like a privilege to be with them. It's a privilege because the amount of credit limits that they give out, the amount of auto loans, it's all perks, all perks. Like NASA Federal Credit Union is one of the best banks that I ever seen in my life, next to Penn Fed, because I'm going to them too. Everything is on the East Coast, so I'm gonna go out to the East Coast. I need to go to Penn Fed. Penn Fed is another bank that's neck and neck with Navy. I won't say they better, but they neck and neck. If anything, Penn Fed a little bit more harder than Navy, but they do give out way more money than Navy, right? What's another bank? One more bank. DCU, Digital Credit Union. Digital Credit Union, I will argue, is better than NASA and Navy put together, but it's hard to get in those accounts, family. It's extremely hard. It's extremely hard. Even me having a hard time getting in there unless I go inside the branch, and none of them in the Texas location. So I got to fly out of state and go to a DCU branch. No DCUs is just sitting around, just right around the corner from me or nothing like that. It's extremely far out, but it's worth it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you get these relationships going, you build you build your trust with these banks and everything like that. You're gonna have it your way. You're gonna have it your way. That's the banking side. Remember, I teach people how to use the personal side and the business side. So don't think one side is just better and leave the other side alone. Because remember, it just depends on your profile and it depends on knowledge. If it was me, I would take advantage of both. I would take advantage of the personal and the business. But the business, with me and my knowledge, I know it would take me further. I know how to use certain strategies in order for the bank to approve a higher limit. So if I want to get a $50,000 line of credit from the bank under the business, it would be easier. But if I want to get a $50,000 credit card under the personal side, it would be extremely harder. It would be extremely harder. And I would really have to really, like, I don't know, it just really, then it would just take way more time. It would take way more time to do it versus getting it on the personal, getting it on the business side. And then even if you get $50,000 on the personal side, you got to worry about that utilization being eaten up. So if 50,000, I don't want to put 50 towards an investment, right? But if I dump the whole 50 on an investment, it's gonna kill my utilization. And so anytime I go to the bank, nobody want to lend to me. And then if I spend 50,000 and billing cycle come up, I'm gonna have to hurry up and apply for something before that utilization hit. So I have to go to 10 more banks until that utilization show up on my credit where I'm safe. And now I got all of my credit. Now I can relax because that utilization gonna make me take a hit. That's why most people don't want to deal strictly just with the person because that utilization on that credit card. You don't got to worry about that with the business. And you got Capital One Spark. Capital One Spark is another card that is good because Capital One Spark, what does that card does? It's some people with a $150,000 limit on a Capital One Spark card. It's a business credit card, and that card is extremely hard. I won't say Capital One is really hard to get. Capital One is very fair, but they do want somebody with decent credit. I'm talking about 720 and better. They always tell people 680, but 680 is with strong profile. 720 is with fair profile, but you got a 720 credit score, very little inquiries. That's what'll help you get the leverage on that. Yes. You said, can I use business credit to get capital to trade stocks? Yes. So if you have a POS system, right, where you can swipe your credit card so you can get the funds from that, then yes, make sure you get a POS system. Some banks charge $600 for it, but make sure it's a bank POS system, not a Stripe, not a Square, not none of those. Those are not good POS systems. Those are worse. Those are one of the worst cash processing systems you can ever use in your life. Make sure there's an actual bank processing system, whether it's Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, don't matter. As long as you have a real business processor, then you good. What's your official Instagram? TaquanX. That's all you gotta type in, TaquanX. Make sure you set up a merchant account in someone else's name. Of course. You don't. I never set it up in my name, so my business account don't have my name under it. It got my corporation name under it. Sir, important questions. Are bank accounts a scam created by the government? Yeah, in a sense, because honestly, the government can flag your bank account. The government can take everything, every asset out your bank account. But you're never supposed to keep all of your money inside just your bank account. Try to buy assets overseas. Try to liquidate that money and send it overseas. If I was you, I'd do that. And you can set up foreign international credit outside of the country of America. So you don't even have to just deal with credit here. You can go outside your country with your credit native in your native land and take it overseas and use it. So that's what foreigners do when they come to America. They use their credit from out of town. Yeah, it's called NASA Federal Credit Union, family. NASA Federal Credit Union. I wish. Listen, I would pay. I would pay to get NASA Federal Credit Union. I would beg them for. I would beg them to give me a bank account with NASA. It's so hard to get a bank account with NASA. You also got an Instagram too. Didn't know that. Yeah, I do. Yep. When you said Credit Gotti doing a 5 day masterclass, yeah, we having a 5 day masterclass coming up, family. I'm actually gonna tell a lot of people what's going on. So y'all, if y'all not familiar, with my boy, his name Credit Gotti, and pretty much he be dealing with consumer law. Consumer law is just telling you like, how to dispute negative accounts off your credit, what laws can you use in disputes and stuff like that. It's really beneficial because one thing about it, we can't overlook the laws and everything like your consumer laws, your consumer rights, because once you look over those, you kind of hurt your chances of getting any negative accounts off in order to build it. I know credit criteria means a lot. I know building up a profile means a lot, but to take everything off, you're gonna need to know the law. You're gonna need to know everything when dealing with consumer law. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Houston, outside of Houston. I have 6 accounts. No, yep, that's good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing, family? Stay blessed. No, no, it's not June 1st. It got pushed back. It got pushed back, family. We're gonna let everybody know what date it's gonna be and everything like that. And we're gonna explain everything when we go live, because we is gonna make a live and explain to y'all about consumer law, and I'm gonna be talking about credit criteria. So he deal with the laws, I deal with credit criteria, because credit criteria is understanding the data points, what banks to go after. The same thing I'm telling you guys now, but I want to have a list. I'm gonna have a list of a lot of banks that I think y'all should go to. But I'm only gonna give you guys the sauce on what I get approved from. I just can't just send y'all to every bank, because I really want y'all to know, like, look, you can go to this bank sweet, or this bank is hard, because every bank is not easy. If y'all don't have the best credit in the world, it's gonna be hard at every bank, just to say any bank. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, 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 family. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, family. What's going on? You still at the new house? Of course. Yes, sir. Just found my police report today to remove my charge off. Yes, sir. The right way. The right way, family. The right way. Get y'all credit right. Get all of this information and use it to y'all advantage. Use it to y'all advantage. Business credit and personal credit. Use both. I know how to use both. That's the goal. Use both. If you don't got the business side together, use the personal side. I use the personal side with credit unions under the Auto Loan Act. Some people might use it through the credit cards. I don't use too much of the credit cards. I use the auto loan in order to get my way. It's so many ways with the auto loan too, because it's certain things that you guys can do just to make money off the vehicle that you get a loan off of, that you can make money off of. It's so many ways, fam. It just takes time. Everything take time. I know when you get this type of information, you want to go. You ready, like you ready to go, like you ready, but your credit ain't ready. You know, the world been telling us all this time to work on your business idea, but I made a post earlier. I said the person who uses their own money to finance their business is almost like building a house out of rice. And you wasting your time. Meaning, if you starting from scratch and you trying to build a business, remember you start from scratch. You're not starting with a trust fund that you have that was left over with millions of dollars. You're starting from scratch. I'm not saying your business won't be successful, but at least give yourself a fair shot. Want to be right? Let's just say if you was a hairstylist, want to be nice to have a $80,000 credit cards or $80,000 of a combination of three credit cards and a $40,000 business loan and you got everything. You can get your house. You can get the place that you leasing out. You can get all of your products. You can get all of your material, your machines. You can get your apron. You can get the setup nice. You can pay for proper marketing, proper advertisement, and you can just finally get that money so fast. Versus you stressing, you struggling, you using your last money and you hoping a client come in. Like that's very uncomfortable. Like that was one of the most, I think, unprofessional ways of becoming an entrepreneur, because a lot of people overlook this. A lot of people always just gave us the blueprint to say, man, they always used to tell us stuff like, just work hard. But building a business in America is like, you're gonna work extremely hard. You're gonna work yourself so hard to a point where you're gonna fail and you're gonna give up. And you're gonna say, man, you're gonna blame the dream. You're gonna say, man, I wasn't good enough. It's not that you weren't good enough, you weren't prepared. You weren't prepared because it takes money, it takes financing to really set up a structured business. When y'all look at Louis Vuitton downtown, or you look at Neiman's Marcus downtown, these people will get financing from banks. Look at Neiman's Marcus, look at how much they borrow. I got a whole list of how much companies borrow. It said how much they say Apple. They said Apple owed 200 and some billion. They said Bank of America owed 1 trillion. They said all these institutions, no, Bank of America don't owe anything, how much they lend out. I looked at how much Bank of America lent out in 1 year. It was like 1.3 trillion. Chase lent out 3 trillion. No, this and remind you, this mainly business and corporation that they lend to. These are major corporations that they lend to. So these are not like the everyday people. These are not like mom and pop stores. These are not like, like a kid who in college. These are major corporations who are borrowing billions and billions and billions of dollars to advertise to you so you can buy it. So wouldn't you want to be in that same position? If you was given $100,000 today, whatever business you have, I guarantee you it'll come in fruition and within 1 month. Most people take 10 years to start off a business that a person who borrowed money can start today because they don't have the money. Like that's what I'm saying. And people say, no, it's free to build credit. You don't have to have real money to build credit if you build it from scratch. Now, if you want to get your stuff enhanced fast, if you want to put yourself in a position where you just want to enhance it over fast and you don't want to take your time and build on it, of course you're going to have to put some money, but you can build your credit for free. I got brothers who contact me, right? These are my students. Now, I never met them before, but they contact me. They came from federal prison. They say, man, I got a Navy Federal account. I followed your advice. I've been building my credit for 3, 4 years while I was in penitentiary. That man credit score is over 750. That man borrows, so he has so many credit cards on his credit report, and his credit report is so strong They'll let that man get $20,000. So when he come home from prison, he gonna have a lot of money. So when he come home from prison, he got 750 credit score. He have a Navy Federal account. So when he come home, he gonna get that $20,000 Navy Federal personal loan. And on top of that, he gonna get a Navy Federal credit card. He gonna get another Navy Federal credit card. And he gonna get an auto loan for Navy Federal. And he gonna be able to finance his business. And the average person who been working hard on their business, they not gonna get nowhere. It's gonna be extremely hard. You're gonna be like, dang man, it's extremely hard. Like, it's not enough clients. Do you really think it matters if Saks Fifth sell out their products with the borrowing power Saks Fifth have? They don't care about selling out. You think Walmart care if they sell their products? You think Apple Store care if they sell their products? You think these big markets, when y'all be going to see these malls, care if they sell out their products? No, they borrowed the money. Why do they care if they sell out their products? They want to sell out their products. It would be beneficial to sell out the products. It would be great for the company to sell out their products, but whether they sell out the products or not, it does not matter. They are using someone else's money. And that's what, when Robert Kiyosaki came out with that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, when he said using other people's money, that went over everybody's head. Because everybody looked at it so small, they was like, oh, okay, it went past their head. But he just trying to get you guys to understand that every bank, that every rich corporation borrows their money. They don't use their own money. I don't care if you got $100 billion, you never should use your own money. That's all. If you do got $100 billion, well, I guess. But if you're just the average person and you want to start up a company, you want to start a business, that'd be stupid to use your own money. That'd be stupid to use your own money, family. You don't have to do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your family. Don't do it. Make sure that you just understand how this game works. And that's it, family. Yeah, I want you guys to understand. You know, just learn. Stuff like this, just learn. It's free. You don't got to take no course from me. You can just learn how to build up your credit yourself. You can put yourself in a position to apply for business credit. You can structure your company. It's all free. You don't even have to pay no real money. You can work at Amazon and be building your credit 6 months to a year. Quit the damn job and you apply for your first loan. You approved, and now you want to go. Now you say, hey, I want to borrow some more. I want to do some more. I want to get some more. Now you got all your tokens together, and you was thinking about opening up that laundromat, and you can do it. It's not a dream no more. Now you can, and then I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let's say if you want a laundromat, right? I'm gonna tell you how cold borrowing money is. Let's just say if that person borrowed a no-doc loan for $50,000. They got approved for it. They got $50,000 line of credit, right? It's cash money. And then they leased out a property. Let's just say the property, they leased it out for $2,000 a month. They use $3,500, let's just say, to fix up any touches, paint or whatever, right? Get the floors done. Now they go and get a commercial account from Sam's Club. Sam's Club gave them a business line of credit. They just say they give them a business line of credit for $42,000. They go buy all washers, dryers, dishwashers, and all that stuff. Let's just say not dishwashers, but washers and dryers from Sam's Club, the business, right? You get a business line of credit with them. They put all of the washing machines and dryers inside of their own laundromat. And now they making money off each person who washing clothes there, and they just finance the machines. Let's just say for each machine, they're paying $100, $200 a month, right? They just say at the shop making $4,500 in profit outside of paying for the machines, outside of everything else, right? That $50,000 line of credit, he has so much more that he can put towards the business now. Now he got, instead of one laundromat, he got two laundromats. He just did it with credit. So he didn't have to stress anything, nothing stressed. He used everybody else's money but his. You see how simple that was? It was that simple. It wasn't complicated. It wasn't no math, no real math. It was nobody coming up with no get rich quick scheme. You see how easy it is, and most people don't know that. I didn't know that. I thought that, a person who started a business just got to start a business from scratch, no funding. He got to start from the muscle, and those are the people who fail. They said, 90% of businesses on fail within the first 10 years due to the fact of the lack of financing. So by them don't have loans, or them don't have lines of credit, they don't have business credit, they don't have business credit cards, they put themselves in a compromisable position. They put themselves in a compromisable position. And then they blame the system, they blame this, they blame that, and they say, man, I'm mad. I'm starting up a company, I just don't know how I'm gonna win because you don't understand credit. Another thing, right? Let's just say chauffeur. Let's say somebody say, I wanna be a chauffeur, I wanna have my own chauffeur company. You build up a strong profile, you can go right to Mercedes-Benz. You can finance a car with them under the business without even using your personal credit. Plenty of people do that. You go to Ford and get financing, and you get a 100% financed vehicle, and that can be one of your first vehicles for chauffeuring, right? Just like that. Or what else? What else? What else we got? What else we got? Some people come to me, they be like, man, I want a trucking company. You know, Navy Federal, you can get up to 75,000 without showing documentation for an auto loan. And if you got approved for an auto loan up to 75,000, you got to have a 680 credit score. And you can go ahead and go to one of the trucking companies, like you know, where they sell big old 18 wheelers. You can buy your brand new 18 wheeler for 67,000 or 60,000. That truck can make you $15,000, $20,000 a month, and you financed it, and you don't gotta make your first payment to 2 months, for 45 days. 45 days. You don't gotta make your first payment to 45 days. You already got your contracts and everything in the first 2 weeks, and you financed it. That's it. Is it that hard? Is it hard, huh? Is it hard or was it easy? Is it hard or was it easy? How did it sound? How did it sound? Like it's that simple. What else, company? You wanna you wanna I don't know. What else y'all want? Think of something else. Think of some more ideas. Think of some more stuff. Think of more ideas you could put together. Think about all that stuff. Think about how many accounts, how many credit, how much line of credit you can build. Put yourself in that type of position, you know? Most people don't think like that. Most people ain't out here just thinking like, dang, I really can get rich off credit. Like, yeah, you can get rich. Because it's not even just the credit, it's the availability of funds when needed. That's what I'm talking about. It's not just really the credit, because credit alone, it don't just make you rich. Leveraging credit make you rich. Using credit to build up something like a business can make you rich. But just having the credit alone, that is not the tool just to make you rich. But when the idea comes to the brain, most people don't have the credit, neither the finances to fund their business, right? So if you want to come out with a website, right, and you want to sell, let's just say you want to sell ice cream t-shirts, you have no money, you have nothing. Now you starting to sell these ice cream t-shirts the slow way. Versus somebody coming in with $100,000 in credit, he put $10,000 towards a machine, he put it towards his equipment, his employees. He bought 20,000 shirts, he designed them the way he wanted to. He went to Home Depot and got a shack, you know them little shacks that they sell, them little, you know them tiny homes that Home Depot sell? You can buy you a tiny, matter of fact, you ain't even gotta buy a tiny home from Home Depot with that $100,000 of credit. You can take out something called a home builder, a loan builder from Home Depot. And you can get that with a 700 credit score. And they give you, let's just say they approve you for $50,000. You could buy a tiny house from Home Depot, and that tiny house is 32,000. After taxes, you're looking at around 36,000. So if it's 36,000 and they get you up to 50,000, you can get all your material too. So let's just say if you need to put sinks in there, toilets, you know, just to have the bathroom and stuff like that, and you might need stuff like lights and stuff that you're gonna put together with it. You got your t-shirt company right there. Now the other person, he's selling t-shirts, hoping that he makes a sale, but now you got the whole thing set up perfectly. Perfectly. That's how it works. Yep. So when that good idea coming, the people who don't have credit, they're gonna miss out on every good idea. They're gonna say, man, I would make $1 million. Everybody would make $1 million if you could borrow $1 million. Just imagine if you had $1 million. It's easy. Like to make another $1 million, I don't think it'd be impossible. You might not make a million, but you can make some off of it. You can make something off of it. You can make $1 million and borrow 1% a month by putting it into a savings account, just drawing interest. So you a complete idiot to take $1 million and put it to an interest account and let it bring interest of 1% at least, bring in $10,000 a month. I'm just saying this, family, that I'm just saying it like this, family. Leveraging credit is the easiest way to get rich. Building up your credit is the easiest way to access funds. You're not going to get rich so easy without credit, unless you already have a lot of money put up. A lot of money already put up. And I'm not talking about $1,000. I'm not talking about $2,000. I'm talking about a minimum of $50,000 at least. Most people don't have $50,000 just sitting around on their table, because remember, they got bills. You got to understand, we're going through a recession. Everything is harder now. And you know, everybody maxed out their credit cards. And they like, dang. So that good idea is gone now. But now, you know, you can start over. It's never over with. It's never over with, family. That's one thing, that's what thing people got to understand. It's never over with. It's never over with. Just put yourself in that position to build. You ain't got to worry. Like I say, if you got an idea right now to become successful, one thing I would say, put it on the side. Just say, look, I'm building up my credit. I want to be able to borrow money so I can finance my dreams the right way. And you still doing what you need to do, but now you're doing it better. That's what it means to work smarter, not harder. Because if you were selling dollar t-shirts on the corner versus the person who got $150,000 in credit, and he got him already a tiny home shop that he's selling his t-shirts from. He paid networking, he got employees, he got his website built, he got advertisements, he got commercials. You won't stand a chance. You won't stand a chance. Your little t-shirt business, you'll be lucky to sell 5 t-shirts a day. He's selling 5,000 t-shirts a day. That's all I'm saying, family. That's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else when y'all borrowing money. When you borrow money, you ain't too quick to think about this is tapping into my personal money. Borrowed money never taps into personal money, especially when you can borrow real money. Borrowing real money is like, hey, I got $50,000 credit card. I just used $26,000 to purchase this, and now this is making me passive income of $15,000 a month. It's not even coming close. Like you winning. You just chilling. You just chilling. You ain't even worried about nothing. You ain't even worrying about nothing. That's why I say I changed my whole style up and just teaching people how to leverage credit. Like I say, I can't promise you I can make you some money, but I sure can promise you that I can teach you how to borrow it. Can't promise that because, you know, we in a recession. Everybody not eating to buy in a recession. Everybody really gonna hold their money. Everybody really gonna hold everything. Nobody trying to just go out here and just buy something just to buy it. No, most people want to save their money. Most people, you know, but borrowing is something you got control of. And if you can borrow it, whatever ideas you do have, it sure could come and manifest itself. Everything, you know. So, did you make it, bro? You got this. Appreciate it, fam. Max out your credit and go in to crypto. However you want to do it. Now, I'm gonna say this. Some people who smart, let's just say if you maxed out your credit, at least max out some real money. Don't max out $1,000. Max out $100,000. One of my EIN numbers, right? I at least maxed out $150,000. At least, right? That's 2 auto loans. One of them I kept the car. The other one, it was a $60,000. It was a $68,000 check. The other one, I had a $14,000 credit card, right? Yeah, that's cool. I maxed out that. I'm not maxing it out. I'm not maxing out no $1,000. Max out some real money. If you're gonna max out your credit cards, at least wait till you in a position where you got $300,000 in credit cards. Then you can max out, because now you can take your time building your credit report, ignoring the credit letters and stuff like that. They're gonna write it out to the IRS. Everybody be happy. But don't do it right in the beginning. Like, no, make sure you get some real credit before you want to max anything out. Trust me. And I tell a lot of people, like, maxing out your credit, it might seem good, but just imagine, before you do it, just think, do I really want to do this? I regret maxing out one of my profiles. I regret it because I would have got bigger. I would have got bigger. So instead of me being patient and being like, look, I ain't gonna max it out right now, I'm gonna keep it, I went ahead and maxed it out at 150. I got another EIN profile. I maxed this out like at 50, right? That wasn't nothing really. Compared to what I really can be getting, that's not really nothing. That's not really nothing. 50,000 ain't nothing. Y'all know there's people out there with Amex cards with $200,000 limits on them. One card. That make me look like that I'm small fry. That's the smalls. Not really nothing. It's nothing. When y'all understand this real recession, there's people out there spending $10,000 minimum a month to survive. So you're gonna need $200,000-$300,000 in credit. At least. Family. At least. I'm seeing this recession. I'm like, dang, it's a real recession going on. Imagine you ain't got no credit. Imagine you ain't got no funds, no nothing. It becomes harder. That's why I say, look, you gotta be strategic. You gotta understand how the system works. And it's just credit. Just understand the banks. That's it. That's all I tell people. Just understand the banks. And that's free money right there. You don't never have to do nothing. You don't never have to be a genius. You don't have to come up with the next ideal or anything. You just have to understand that simple process right there. Just understand credit. Okay. Sorry, Jeff the killer will hunt you for the rest of it. I have an LLC, but my personal credit is not good. How can I go about getting a loan? You can get a couple financing options with the business EIN, but you can get like, I know how you can get like phones and tablets and stuff like that. Like, I know how you can get a lot, but it depends on how good your business credit. Because look, don't be fooled solely by that score. Most people look at their business credit score and they say, man, I got a good score. No, you do not have a good score. You just have a good paydex score. You don't have a good profile. Remember, a business can show just like the personal. When you get that trade line on there, that trade line show, oh man, he got a 750 credit score. When that profile is weak. This what? Want this? Anytime you building up your score, you gotta have a good score and profile. If anything, good profile. Skip the score. That score can be a 500, but let you have a good profile. It's gonna be a different story. Most people have a bad profile with a good credit score. You wanna have a good credit score with a good profile. You wanna make it where these banks don't think twice about giving you a credit loan. You gotta think though, family, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? Remember, we're in a debt-based system. So the banks wanna give you money. They wanna give you credit. They wanna give y'all these credit cards. They wanna give it to y'all. The reason most people are not running you got 4,000 card. Actually, $1,000 credit card, use the bank. No. Would you? I really ask yourself, like, would I give myself a $50,000 credit card? Not at all. Not at all. Not at all, family. I know, right? Give me 1 second, 1 second, hold on. I'm walking in the house right now. Whew. Okay, okay. Oh, well, yeah, family. That's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, my reception work right now. It was just a misunderstanding. Oh, yeah, most people. Family, what's up? What's up? Yeah, my reception going in and out. My reception was going in and out. Yeah, family. Y'all hear me? What's going on? What's going on, family? What's up? What's up? What's good? What's good? Oh shoot. What's up with Congress requiring banks to give business loans? If the Congress requiring banks to give business loans, y'all better take advantage of it. Cause I know I am. Cause I heard about a law that was passing for that. I'm gonna be the first one at the banks outside with my hat and everything. The moment they doing that, because this is gonna be more. Dang. You said I'm breaking up bad, huh? Man, family. Y'all hear me right now, right? $1 a month. Not just playing. Um, the interest and principal is 29. It's 29 for the principal and interest. 29 for principal and interest. Dang, it must have been broken up. Must be broken up bad, family. How y'all doing though? What's going on? All right, family. Look, I'm glad I was able to talk to y'all. I'm gonna come back one day. I'm gonna come back one day. We're gonna talk. We're gonna chop it up, fam. Peace and blessings to all of y'all. Stay solid. I want y'all to continue building up y'all credit profile. I hope y'all took from this and gained some knowledge, gained some information. I'm glad you guys were able to learn from this. Thank y'all. Let me answer a few of y'all questions before I get up off here. I can't get a police report for my charge off. You gotta go directly to the police station to get one. If they don't give you one, fill out an FTC report and do it. Welcome to Texas, homie. Yes, sir. I love Texas. I love it. Okay. What platform will your books be on? I'm trying to put it on Kindle or Audible. If it's not on Audible, I gotta put it on something else. A long time ago, I had a book that came out, but Amazon banned it all. I think the trolls reported my book. How do I build my business credit? You got to build up your personal credit and then apply for business commercial accounts like Lowe's. Start off with Lowe's. Lowe's is good, y'all. They showed me some love. So start off with Lowe's business credit card. How can we speak to you? Oh, once again, family, if anybody ever want to talk to me, if anybody want to set up any call or anything like that, you can text me or call me at 224-463-1848. Again, my number is 224-463-1848. One more time, my phone number is 224-463-1848. Just text me, say, hey, Taquan, send me the list, send me your list. I'm going to text you or something like tonight. So tonight ain't going to be accepting calls, but anytime this week, you can call me anytime like that. After 10, I still be up, but I still be like, tied up and stuff like that. So shoot me a text or call or something like that at 224-463-1848. Again, it is 224-463-1848. Just text me, hey, send me the list. Hey, Taquan X, send me the list. Or just text me, send me the list. I'm going to send the list directly to you. Peace and love, y'all. I'm going to put my number one more time. 224-463-1848. Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it. Peace and love, y'all. Stay blessed.